Today we're going to talk about how to move a WordPress blog to the remote server. Essentially, the concept is the same as any kind of server-side scripting site. You want to configure the database and go ahead and open up your code editor on your desktop and change the URL path by using some kind of shortcut command such as command find and change the URL path. So basically what you want to do is you want to log into your cPanel with your hosting provider. We're going to create a database, launch the hosting control center. Okay, we're going to call this database. Well, first we're going to put it on themeorbit.com/WordPress. That's where we have the WordPress folder installed for this demonstration. Database name, let's do wpdb4 remote. Password. Wait, let's see. I believe I already have this database installed. I do. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and just to make sure, let's okay. Let's go ahead and reset the password just to make sure. Okay, it's changed. Now we can go in the file manager to make sure that password is correct. That way that we already have the using the third-party application FileZilla, we already have the WordPress folder installed to the themeorbit folder path. So we need to make sure that wp-config.php file is configured. Okay, so it's showing a database error. So let's go ahead and go to themeorbit, WordPress, config file. It looks like everything is correct. Host name. Okay, I believe that password may be wrong here. Okay. Now let's go ahead and do, let's say remote. Remote transfer. You can name it anything you want. Name the title anything you want. Okay, info at themeorbit.com. So it's pretty simple here. It's you know, very simple. What you need to do basically to do a transfer is to transfer the files from the folder, your folder from the local host. Here you go to htdocs, the Macintosh HD applications, MAMP, htdocs, and XAMPP too. You know, it's going to be pretty much the same thing. Go to WordPress, and then just go ahead and just copy this, Command C for a shortcut command, and then Command V to paste to your desktop. And then just go ahead and from your local, FTP that folder over, okay, to the remote side. And when you do that, you'll be able to essentially, you'll have your folder in that path here. So we have WordPress installed. Do the configurations in the wp-config.php folder or file, excuse me. Make sure the host name is correct, password, database name, and user that you set up in your cPanel, whether it's HostGator or GoDaddy, whichever hosting provider you use with your cPanel. And so after you make those configurations, what you want to do is, okay, now the important thing is to make sure your URL path is correct. So basically what you do here is you go to, now this is the important part, you go to PHP My Admin, which we're in. You go to WordPress after you set it up with your configuration and everything. Then you'll have your tables. Then you'll want to go to export. Click go here and then do Command A to select all the text. Command C, this is for Mac, these shortcut commands. And then after that, go to your code editor of choice. Then after that, Command S to save. And we're going to save this, wpdb4 remote.sql. Okay, but first, let's see. I believe I've already changed the URL path, and it was WordPress. Yeah, actually I haven't. So what you want to do is change this path here that's used on the local side to the remote side on your URL path. So you click the replace all here. Okay, so, and then that changes all the paths there. Then you do Command S wpdb4 remote. So this is the exported database. And then go in here where it says databases, PHP My Admin, and you'll want to import that file. We exported it, we changed the URL path, now we want to import it. Well, let's go back here and let's go to the servers here. Let's go ahead and click on databases. Let's go ahead and check all. Drop. Yes, so it shouldn't. Okay, well, let's see. See, it's going through that install to set up the site. So you want to go ahead and import. Now that we've cleared the tables, drop the tables. Okay, successfully finished. Now that we have the URL changed, we want to go ahead and that's pretty much all there is to it right there. So basically, the whole gist of it is to find a code editor, do some shortcut command on your desktop, command find, select the URL path localhost :8888 / and then change that to the remote side URL. So basically, it's changing the URL path, and I believe you may have to, when you may have to manually, there may be, with your theme framework, there may be some advanced options where you can export and not have to redo the widgets. But if you have in your widgets something like, let's say your widgets here, well, yeah, let's say you have something like an anchor tag, and it says localhost. I mean, I believe it should change it in the database, but with the framework that you have with your theme, you may have the ability to do some export for the advanced options. But that's essentially what you need to do to transfer it to the remote side, basically. So we've successfully moved this blog here from the local host of MAMP to the remote side. So if anyone has any questions, you could post it below the video, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you may have. It's pretty much the same situation where you need to change the URL path. Some scenarios may be a little different where you may need to do an export advanced options, but I believe this is basically the gist of what you need to do here. So thank you.